Hello everyone, welcome to Module 1's overview video. The purpose of this video is to introduce you to the contents you'll be engaging with this module this week and make sure that you have all of the necessary information for completing your assignments. So the first week of our course is a rather busy week. We have 3 chapters to read, and I have a video in this module that will go more in depth about some of the details of those chapters. For now, I'm just going to talk about the assignments that they are contributing to this week. Not only is it busy because of the reading, but also because we have 2 different discussion assignments. Discussion assignments in this class are group assignments, but before you have your group discussion, there is an individual submission. So that'll be the first thing you do in these assignments. After your individual submission, you're going to have a group discussion. This is part 1 of your discussion. And then after that, you'll have part 2, where the group leader looks back and summarizes the group discussion and reports on what that discussion entailed. So those are the 3 parts for the discussion assignments, and there are 2 discussion assignments this week. The way that the groups work is that you'll be in a group of 4 or 5 of your peer students, and you will have one person who's a group leader assigned the role of reporter. That role will switch from group to group. Each discussion has a new group, so you shouldn't be part of the same group twice, and you shouldn't be a group leader more than once, since we only have 4 discussions this semester, or this 7 weeks. Beyond these discussions, we're going to have 2 workbook assignments as well. One is about time and about how archaeologists use different time markers to create timelines and sequences, chronologies. The second is going to be about the different aspects of lithics that our reading material in chapter 2 are going to contribute significantly to the answers in this workbook. And then we have a quiz. This is our first quiz of the course. Chapter 3 will be the contents of that quiz. So make sure you are ready for questions on chapter 3. And so besides these 2 workbooks, besides your quiz, you have your 2 discussion assignments. Like I said previously, there are no more assignments due this week. But for this week, I want us to think about human prehistory, and really about how long of a time frame that is. And not just how long, but how it is also variable. Because human prehistory ends where human history begins. And as archaeologists, what we consider history is that which is written down in a written language. So this is going to begin at different times in the past, depending on the location in the world that you're in. But regardless, the human prehistory is much longer, spanning at least 200 to 300,000 years ago, when humans first evolved in Africa, and even going back further than that with our hominin ancestors who were surviving for millions of years prior. And we see that one of the big events that contributes to a lot of the human diversity that we see today is that migration that occurs out of Africa around 60 to 70,000 years ago. So tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands of years contributing to what it is that we think of as human prehistory. And a lot of what we see in terms of grouping these periods of prehistory together is dependent on the technology that humans were using as the interface between themselves and the environment, and particularly looking at some of these old stone tools, right? This is really the beginning of the Anthropocene, where we see this emergence with impacting the environment with human behaviors beginning. So I want to just leave you with this overview, pointing out that there are some film media for you to check out. Flint Knapping film with Bruce Bradley is going to contribute a lot to the discussions and the workbook assignment this week. But also some fun videos beneath me here. You're going to be able to look at a virtual tour of La Salle Caves in France. The La Salle Cave number 2, actually the replica of it. And you're going to get to see a 35,000-year-old bone flute be played. Okay, I hope that you enjoy this week. And if you have any questions, please reach out. Thanks.